Hey guys, we're back, and we got some really good stuff for you today. Beauty and the Beast, A2W Productions, and today's special guest, my friend Steve Quinlivan
Hey everybody.
of Rock Shot. You guys, every Thursday night, you're at Landfill.
Landfill Saloon, open mic bike night.
Yep.
Have a great time out there. Everybody's welcome.
Yep, we had a good time last time. My co-host Dee is she's going to be out for a couple weeks. A really well-earned vacation. So, and she's handling some stuff. So when she comes back, I know it's Beauty and the Beast. So
I'm the beauty.
Steve's the beauty. Anyway, rain. It looks great. My garden's loving it outside.
It's awful wet. Pretty soggy.
I took my garden out of the ground and made a hanging deal.
Really?
Yeah, there's no weeding. I don't have to get out on my
Nice.
knees or
That's a
anything
great
and weed
idea.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
I got peppers out there. I got cucumbers out there. I got tomatoes out there, the whole bit, and I don't weed nothing. I take a weed eater and go around the pole that's holding them up in the air. And then now we're getting ready to plant the strawberries. So
Nice.
yeah, we have them all out there. But anyway, more rain, we don't care because we're inside the studio. It doesn't look like it behind us and everything, but we have a good time and the whole bit. But there's tons of really cool gigs getting ready to happen and that are happening all the time right here on the Space Coast.
That's right.
And Steve and I are going to tell you guys about it, so you guys don't go away. We're going to take a break and thank all of our sponsors and in the videos. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Your A-Best Air and Heat planned maintenance agreement guarantees you a preferred customer status. Appointments within 24 hours, no long waiting, 15% off parts and labor. And for peace of mind knowing your system is at peak performance, yearly or biannually inspection and service, helping to extend the life of your equipment. Service is our business. A-Best Air and Heat, serving Brevard for over 25 years. A proud member of the Better Business Bureau, the Brevard County Air Conditioning Contractors Association, the Palm Bay Area Chamber of Commerce. For peace of mind, A-Best and Air and Heat, give them a call at 321-725-8758, or you can visit www.a-best-air.com. Okay guys, we're back. Special thanks to all our sponsors, Ace's Auto Body, Westside Sports Bar and Lounge over here in the Walgreens Plaza.
Very nice.
Really, really nice bar. You came up there when we did our first show.
Yes, I did.
Beauty and the Beast.
That's right.
And their first year anniversary is coming up, so they're getting ready to celebrate that. And we're going to have a great time up there, but we want to thank them for their sponsorship. Moxley Racing Team, Ricky Moxley and Taylor. Ricky drives for the Craftsman Truck Series of NASCAR.
Nice.
And his daughter just graduated. She had the Martin County, the Cartway down in Martin County. And with my dad and I have been down there and I've videotaped. I did their commercials for them and everything, but they're a great family. The mom and the dad, we were every year at Daytona on the Thursday before the 500. I'm with New Generation Motorsports out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and for 3 years in a row now, we're coming up 4 years. Ricky and all of them are with us, but we go up there at the Kmart across the street. And we have all the tables set up where all the drivers sit there and you can get your picture taken with the drivers and sign the autographs. And then at the end of that, we have a big auction for the Ride for Autism, which is pretty cool.
Cool, yeah.
Every year we get to meet with all the NASCAR drivers. Well, when I was with ESPN, that's what I did. I did the NASCAR show every Saturday morning.
Can I ask you a dumb question?
Sure.
What's a cartway?
A cartway?
Yeah.
Or carway?
Carway.
About 3,400 pounds.
That's good. That's good, Wayne. You got me.
I've been there. Yep.
That's good.
I've been in the cars. I've ridden with Jeff Beau-Dee. I've ridden with Dale Earnhardt Jr. I've ridden with John Force. I've ridden with Courtney Force in the dragsters. They have some dragsters set up. Yep. I just finished not too long ago at in Talladega with 184 drivers, International Motorsports Hall of Fame, and sat there and had lunch, dinner, and the whole bit with Jeff Gordon and Ingrid Gordon, his wife, and Jimmy Johnson, Rick Hendricks, Tony Schumacher, I mean just about every kind of Dale Jarrett, which I've known Dale Jarrett for years.
Yeah.
And Ned Jarrett and
nice guy.
Richard Petty, which I've known Richard for probably 25 years. And the biggest thing is Ricky Moxley was there. Ed Hines, I know you're going to be watching this show, and Ed got me into a lot of NASCAR stuff, but glad you're out of the hospital, and looking forward to seeing you in February again this year, So, I mean, these are pretty good guys. Yeah, I've been around for a while. But thank you again, Moxley Racing Team, Finish Line Site Development out of Martin County. Thank you for your sponsorship. A-Best, Aaron Heat, Richard Benedetto, and his crew. Richard and I have been fishing partners since we were about 9 years old. We used to take bicycles and ride from here all the way to Camp Holly, 4.2 miles each way.
Okay.
And sit there when the old wooden bridge was
I
there.
remember the wooden bridge, yes.
And we would catch specks and shell crackers that big and that thick, and we would have so many on the stringer that you'd have to balance them out across the handlebars, and we'd ride them all the way back 4.2 miles, and Richard and I would sit in this backyard right here, and we'd clean them all, and we'd have fish fry.
Nice.
9 years old. That's how long. And I'm
Yeah.
60, I'm 60 now. That's 51 years me and him been buddies,
Yeah.
and we're still fishing partners. He's still a brother to me, and thank you for your sponsorship and everything. And Meehan's Office Supplies, a new sponsor for us, David Meehan and his family, Mayor Meehan, Kathy.
They've been around forever.
Yep, and they're great people, and they're helping us sponsor. Well, we've made some changes on our sponsorship. We did the American Legion Post 117 with my other show, Hearts and Heroes. And we went down, and those guys did a tremendous job. 399 meals. They fed all of the police officers and the firefighters, the EMTs, and the first responders down in Palm Bay on Friday for 9/11.
Very nice.
Really, really nice. I got to film that. I got the privilege of being part of it. And then we came back the next day for the Silent Heroes, the War Dogs. And I filmed all that in a whole bit, and that's what that show's about. It's about nonprofit events and everything. So we got to meet with all those guys, and we had a good time on it. So we've been busy, but the new sponsorship is it's $250, and it pays for your ad. I'll shoot a 15-second commercial for you. That's good on YouTube. It's all high definition, 1080, and we come in, basically shoot the commercial for you. You advertise from now until all the way till December 6th, and at A-Bait, or with A-Bait, Rick Venerable, congratulations again on getting the venue for us at Space Coast Harley Davidson down in Palm Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And but out of that 250, it pays for all the camera work, it pays for all the editing, it pays for the travel time and the whole bit for us to be able to put this on, or for me to be able to put A2W Productions on. But out of that, a percentage goes out and we buy a toy in that company's name.
Very
and
nice.
And we donate the toy.
Yeah.
So in your name. So there'll be a toy there on behalf of Aces Paint and Body with John and Joey and them down there, and with Westside Sports Bar with Diana and Ray, and all their whole crew, with Moxley, of course, with Ricky and Taylor, Finish Line with Ricky, A-Best with Richard, and Meehan's with Mayor Meehan and David Meehan and his family. And all of them have donated, they've sponsored me, and a percentage of that goes into a toy, which on December 6th we'll present it. Now these toys, last year they did 10,000 toys. This year we're going for 15,000 toys. Put the smiles on the kids' faces. And these toys not only go just for the kids that are less fortunate around here, but they also go to like the different hospitals that have kids in them, and especially like Ronald McDonald House, Arnold Palmer, and I mean, Rick and them have done a tremendous job. And A-Bait, I'm a proud sponsor of A-Bait, and even though I don't ride anymore, but
what a nice thing.
Yep. So, but we want to thank you guys in the whole bit, and when we come back, we're going to take one more quick break. But when we come back, we're going to be on who, what, and where.
All right.
And we want to find out a little bit about Steve. The escapades, rock and roll escapades of Steve Quinlivan.
Uh-oh.
We're going to be right back. Don't you go away. A touch of class. West Side Sports Bar and Lounge. Daily happy hours, 11 to 7. Food, 6 to 11. Sunday, NFL ticket, the NASCAR pick your team and pick your drivers. 18 flat screens. Monday, Sin Night. Wednesday, Idle Entertainment, karaoke and line dancing. 59-cent wings starting at 8 p.m. Thursday, the ladies' man himself, Kenny, behind the bar, ladies' night, NFL, and beer pong night. $2 Fireball Fridays, karaoke and line dancing on Fridays. Saturdays, college football with DJ Bryant. Westside Sports Bar and Lounge, 18 flat screens, pool table, darts, beer pong, and golden tea. Westside Sports Bar and Lounge, 3026 West New Haven Avenue, West Melbourne, corner of Wickham and New Haven Avenue, the Walgreens Plaza, a touch of class. Ace's Auto Body Shop. Precision restoration with award-winning restoration projects. With over 60 years combined experience, ASE certified, we do motorcycles, motorhomes, and all insurances accepted. From the ground-up custom restorations to minor collision repairs. All work done with the highest industry standards available. Exterior, interior, to complete full-frame off restorations, and we guarantee our work and your 100% customer satisfaction. We offer competitive estimates backed with professional integrity. Ace's Auto Body Shop, 1901 Danner Drive in Palm Bay, Florida, 321-345-4914. Okay, guys, we're back. This is the fun part. Who, what, and where?
Nice.
Yeah, who, what, and where. We are A2W Productions. And you guys can get a hold of us at 321-216-0003 if you want to be one of our guests on the show of Beauty and the Beast. Just call me and we'll hook it up for you. Anyway, Friday night, tonight, Key West Bar. Now, you've been to the Key West Bar a lot.
Love the Key West Bar.
I've never been in there. Where's it at?
It's the old Pelican Lounge. You remember back in the day, the Pelican Lounge in Indian Harbor Beach?
Yeah, right there on the corner of A1A.
Well, not on the corner, kind of sort of on the corner.
It used to be an old blue building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
a Pelican. Remember Bobby
Yeah.
Nagel's Pelican Lounge?
Yep. The Mills brothers used to play there a lot.
Yes, they did.
John Mills and Bobby Mills.
That was a great place and still is.
Cool. Now I know where it's at. And your brother's going to be there.
Nice.
Yeah, he's going to be there tonight, man. Maybe we need to pack. Well, you got to work tonight, don't you?
No. Friday's off.
Oh, cool. Anyway, Key West Bar, John Quinlivan, Lou's Blues, Luna Pearl. Now, Luna Pearl, those guys come up on my show a while back when we were doing the Night After Night show.
Nice guys, yep.
And very nice. Westside Sports Bar, Fireball Friday with DJ tonight. And we always have a good time out there. Westside Sports Bar and Lounge in West Melbourne in the Walgreens Plaza. It's a really nice bar. Probably one of the classiest bars there is on this side of the county.
It is very nice. It is. Very nice people, too.
And they've done a good job. And also, it's their first year anniversary party with Idol Entertainment, which those guys are doing good.
Cool.
Saturday night, Club 52, Groucho's Comedy. Now, I've been going to that Groucho's way back when the Ramada Inn had it on US 1. And then it burnt down.
I remember that, yeah.
And then it went to Makoto's behind Hooters over there.
That's right.
Hooters! I loved it. And they have a great time out there.
Yeah.
Club 52. But if you want to lap, that's the place to go to. That's Saturday night, tomorrow night. Coconuts at 3 p.m., 30th anniversary, Thirsty Turtle Musicians Reunion.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, they have so many musicians.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how they're going to all play.
Well, I don't know if too many people still remember the Thirsty Turtle.
I do.
But that was a really, really fun place. And that was the place to be in Cocoa Beach.
Hulk Hogan used to work there as a bouncer.
Is that right?
Yes.
He's probably the guy that kicked my ass and threw me out then.
Yep. Plus, he played bass in there with the band.
Yeah.
And we used to go watch him. Years ago, I was in the fitness business, and the guy that I was in partners with was partners with Hulk Hogan. And he's just a nice guy. They came and picked me up one time. Him, Boss Man, Big Boss Man, and Mike Sutherland picked me up one time and took us in the limo and took us to Fat Boy's Barbecue up there on 520 in Cocoa, one of the original ones.
Yeah.
The original one was Cocoa Beach.
Yeah.
But then that one. And I sit there and watch those two wrestlers eat 2 big sample platters a piece.
Yeah.
Drop me off and then go to Orlando and wrestle.
Well,
That was a long time ago.
got to feed the furnace, you know.
But your brother's also going to be there at
Key West.
Coconuts.
Oh, Coconuts.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
gonna be
yeah.
at Coconuts
Yeah.
on Saturday night. And Ziggy's Fun Pipe.
That's going to be a big
Saturday
show.
night.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, they do. I mean, Fun Pipe seems to be the type of band that you're going to find it in the The bigger crowded places, Ziggy's, you're not going to find them in the small bars.
As many fans as they have to play at those kind of places because they pack them in. That's a great
They're like
band.
Lunar Pearl. They're pretty much up there, and they got that. It's going like that.
Yeah.
Sunday, Earl's Quick Fix, Earl's Hideaway.
Earl's a great place.
Yep, I know you played down there a lot.
Yes, I have.
Yep, you've been around.
Thanks.
And we're going to talk about this. You old whore, you. Anyway, Lose Blues, Nights Out Project, or Lights Out Project.
Yes.
Yeah, Lights Out Project. And then the dock at River Rocks. And I wanted to really mention this because a while back I got to do a show with this guy and Chuck Van Ripper.
Nice guy.
What a guitar player.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I could sit there and listen to him play. I mean, the guy's very talented. And that's going to be at the dock at the River Rocks up there in North Melbourne on US 1, right north of Pineda Causeway.
Is that a regular gig for him? He plays there a lot.
I think he plays every Sunday out there.
Yeah.
But he plays all over. But I love listening to him play an acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
The guy definitely can play.
Sure does.
Monday Lou's Blues, the Dirty Bingo, which is always cool. Lou and his wife out there, and you'll always see them walking around. They're the kind of owners that get involved with their customers. You know, they come out and shake their hands.
Well, what is Dirty Bingo? I've been hearing all this Dirty Bingos. What is that?
It's bingo, but you win all kind of weird stuff, you know.
Now, weird. By weird, you mean...
Well, you and I don't want to go in there together and play bingo. Maybe you and your wife, or me and my girlfriend. One of my girlfriends. It's definitely a place to take your wife, take your girlfriend, take both of them. We don't care.
Yeah.
But you definitely spice your life up, I guess, a little bit. Well, it's no worse than down in Palm Bay. They had the dildo races.
No.
Oh yeah, they put it on this ramp, and then they turned the batteries on. And
Good Lord.
Dee was telling me about it. She said they had a blast out there. Steagle's singer-songwriter night.
That'd be
that's
good.
on Mondays. Yeah, they do a good job. Mike down there at Steagle's, about the best cheesesteak sandwich that I've eaten, except for the ones that I make.
Uh-oh.
And I do make them. Kind of cook them out there on that grill. You see that new grill? I got that great new grill.
I did see it.
My
I was
pop
eyeing
bought that
it.
for me.
I was eyeing it.
My pop bought that for me. He did. He knows I cook out there, and I don't think I've used my oven in a month and a half.
Oh, why would you?
No, I put a brisket on there about 6 o'clock in the morning, and usually about 7 o'clock that night it's done. It's all fresh, nice red meat and juicy. It's good. Pop loves it. But anyway, Wednesday night, hump day. I always look for Wednesdays, and that's next week. West Side Karaoke with Idol Entertainment and line dancing. Now, we'll tell you this. Since when Mr. Tolliver first opened up, remember he had the Wickhaven Lounge?
Okay, yeah.
And then when West Melbourne closed everything down at 12 o'clock at night, instead of 2, they opened Ruthie. Now I'm talking 25 years ago, guys. Ruthie, he opened what is Slingers now. That was the original West Side bar.
That's
and
right.
And then it went to West Melbourne bar.
I remember that.
And he opened that while he was building the county line.
Yeah.
And he built the county line. And we used to go out there and watch them line dance. And they'd have sometimes 100, 125 girls out there line dancing. It was just cool to watch them.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of good entertainment back then. I mean, Tanya Tucker, I partied with her.
Yeah, at the county line? Hell yeah.
I partied with Tanya Tucker and Jerry Reed in their motor home.
I remember when the county line was built, and that was the place to be.
Yeah, I had big names. Jack Schmink, Elvis impersonator. That's the first place I saw him. And then next thing you know, we had invitations to go to the King Center right after they built that. And there's Jack Schmink, Elvis impersonator. And Jack's been all over the world. I got videotapes from him in Japan.
Wow.
All over. You know Jack Schmink. He's been around a long time in Brevard County.
Cool.
He's a great guy. Steagle's singer-songwriter. That's on Monday night. We're back to Wednesday night, hump day. Florida Beer, John Parrott, in which I got to meet him at Space Coast Harley Davidson for the police charity bike and car show.
Well, he's one of those guys that's been around for a bazillion years, too.
Yeah, he's
Remember
really
the Bad Boys and all that?
Well, I'm thinking, me and him have been talking. It looks like I'm probably going to be shooting a video for him.
Nice.
A music video.
Nice.
But he's going to be at Florida Beer, and then Oasis is jam night. Now, the Oasis, I was headed to the Oasis a couple weeks ago, and I don't know if you heard, but I flipped the truck over. Flipped the truck over coming off I-95. My buddy that does the camera work for me, Jeremiah, we flipped it over, and it was raining on that big Suburban of his, and all of a sudden it caught. We were sideways coming off of 95, so we were doing 65, 70 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And it caught, and that weight on the bottom flipped us up in the air, and we landed on the roof, and it mashed the roof down. And then we rolled over one more time and landed on the roof, and then slid down the embankment into the water, the pit there.
Good Lord.
So we landed in 4 feet of water, and we couldn't get out. And thank God my cameras were in cases. And I ended up losing one of my lenses, brand new lens in the box. I lost one of my lights. Do you see the soft lights around?
I had no idea that happened to you.
That was 3 weeks
Golly.
ago. 2 weeks ago. And we were going up to film at Oasis with Rick and Tracy Venerable with A-Bait. But we landed in 4 feet of water. We had to swim through the back because the roof was knocked down enough that we couldn't get through the windows.
You were able to get out the back door or something like that?
We had to kick the back seat or pull the back seat up once we could hold our breath long enough to go down there and pull the strap, and then crawl through the back and pull the seat back up because we didn't have no leverage. And we were upside down, so the seat wasn't going down. The back door wasn't going down. It had to go up.
Yeah.
So, and with all that water on top of us,
Golly.
so we sit there and kicked it and kicked it and kicked it, and finally the door come open and we swam out of there. And then went back and tried to get as much equipment, but I lost a lens, one of my soft lights, a couple other things. My one camera that attaches to the side here that we can do motion camera with.
Lucky you're alive.
Yeah. Well, the EMT told us to go. He walks out and he goes, "That little black line right there means it went from 4 feet to 9 feet deep."
Oh Lord.
So we never made it out. But you know what
Yeah.
scared me? 2 days before then, I watched this stupid movie. It's called Snakes on a Plane.
Yeah.
All I could think of was snake. I had lily pads all over me. All I could think of was snake. I think that's what got me out of there.
Fear of snakes.
Yeah. So the next day, I got a couple buddies of mine, and we went up there on 520 and I-95 and pulled the van off the side, and we're out there in water about knee deep. They're laughing at me. I'm out there moving lily pads with a stick, and I got a bat in one hand and a stick in the other.
Yeah.
And they're laughing at me. I said, "I'm telling you guys, there's snakes out here."
Hey, water moccasin is a nasty bite too. So.
About that time, little water snake took off across there. You ought to see those other guys running. I'm out there hitting the water, and it looks like a...
Yeah, who's laughing now, right?
Yeah. But
So
anyway,
lesson, good tires and slow down in the rain. This Florida ice will get you, and here's proof.
And it will. It sure will. But you guys have a great Wednesday. On Thursday, Steve Quinlivan at Landfill.
Every Thursday at the landfill, we're hosting open mic out there.
Now, who sponsors that?
Well, the landfill does.
Yeah.
And the bike, what's the name of that? Military.
Yeah, military and motorcycle.
Military. No, there's a certain way you got to say it.
Oh.
It's military veterans.
Motorcycle club.
Yeah.
Yep. As a matter of fact, one of the guys was on our first show, too.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Hillbilly was on the first show. Nice guy. It's a good time out there. Everybody's welcome. Bring your guitar. Bring your bass. If you're a drummer, bring sticks. And if you're one of these guys that beats the hell out of the drums, bring your cymbals and a snare, because you know how them drummers are about their equipment.
Oh, yeah. Bash, Dragon Slayer Motorcycle Club. You're going to be there.
Yes, we are. That's right.
And
That's on the
that's
26th, right?
Yep. September 26th for the Children's Burns Camp of North Florida. It's going to be held down at the Shriners Temple here in Melbourne.
O'Galley Boulevard, right?
Mm-hmm. And that's on September 26th. You guys come out there and check it out. There's going to be food. There's going to be beer. There's going to be Steven.
Rock
and
shot.
All kinds of other stuff with rock shot and the whole bit. But now, this is it. I didn't hit the drum too hard. The rock and roll escapades of Stephen Quinlivan. Now, Steve, I've known you for a long time.
That's right, yes.
And you got a great band right now, but you've been in a lot of really good bands.
I've been very fortunate in that way, yes.
And you've got your beautiful wife, Patty. And how many children?
Well, I've got 3 kids, and I've got some stepkids too. I got 3 kids and 4 stepkids.
Ah, you don't have a family, you have a tribe.
Well, that makes me chief.
Yeah. But I mean, you've been playing music here in Brevard County for how long?
Well, let's see. The first band I was in here was I played with my brother back in 1981, and then I played with some guys at...
That's back when Jerry Van Alstyne was playing around.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. I worked for Jerry.
My brother-in-law.
That's right. Great guy. We miss him.
Yep.
But I played with some guys. The very first real successful gigging band I was in was a bunch of guys that were students at FIT, and they registered themselves as a club of FIT. So they were allowed to use, they had to fill out the right paperwork for it, but we were allowed to use Gleason Auditorium to rehearse in, and we were allowed to use FIT's PA equipment and stuff like that. And so that taught me a good lesson, is you can get just about anything you want if you fill out the right form.
Yeah, take the time.
Yeah, that was all put together by a guy named Dave Arnswald. He's one of my Facebook friends, still friends to this day. Real good guy.
Do you remember when FIT started the radio show?
I do.
Yep. Your brother and Jerry Van Alstyne were playing on that show one week, and I did a call in, and I asked Jerry to do Mr. Bojangles for me. Was my
Do you remember what year that was?
One of my favorites.
Was that the early 80s or the late 70s?
That might have been late 70s.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep. It might have been because Mike Williams, he used to live down the street here, he was going to FIT, but he actually was one of the founders of the radio station. And Mike, you still watch my show after all these years. He lives up in, I think, Connecticut.
Was that Cowboy Mike? Is that who I'm thinking of?
No. Mike Williams, big guy, really nice guy, sweetheart. They used to live down the street. We rode bicycles together. And I've known him for a long, long time. And he's on my Facebook, and he watches every one of my shows.
Good.
So Mike,
Hi, Mike.
It's paid off, man. Look at what you created.
Nice.
So now where do we go? Where does Stephen go now?
Well, generally to the landfill every Thursday night, but we do Shady Oaks down in Palm Bay. There's always something going on there every Friday night. You got the Good Old Boys tonight, so if you're out and about, go check them out. We do the landfill. We do the Key West End. We talked about that before. That's a great place. You got the bartenders.
Yeah, I'm going to go down there and check them out.
TJ and Kelly, tell them I sent you. Those guys are some of the best bartenders in town. They're not that pretty, but they make some really good drinks. And let me just tell you, good service. At
Yeah, but from
Key
what I
West.
hear, you can order your drink at the bar and turn around and all the pretties sitting around you. I hear it's a great bar.
It is.
You guys, thanks again for Steve for coming on the show. We have 2 shows, Beauty and the Beast. And our special guest next week is somebody really cool. Eli Seals of the Eli Seals Band out of New Orleans.
Nice.
And the promoter, Vicky Spring, they're going to be doing a call-in. They can't get out here. And every week we're going to have, until Dee comes back, and even when she comes back, we're going to have special guests help doing our show, Beauty and the Beast, and we're trying to make this a little bit better. So if you have any suggestions, comment or send me a message on Facebook of A2W Productions. By the way, everything that we do, every show, both of my shows, it doesn't matter, commercials or whatever, is on A2W Productions. You can also go on YouTube, but go on Facebook, like our page, I'd appreciate it. Beer's good. Help me sell commercials though. Anyway, okay guys, a special thanks again to Steve for coming out, and hopefully you'll come back out again.
Love to.
And don't forget Bash Dragon Slayer Motorcycle Club Children's Burn Camp of North Florida, September 26th at the Shriners Temple. And you guys be there or be square. We have 2 shows, Beauty and the Beast with special guests next week. We're doing a call-in because they couldn't make it here from Vicky Spring, the promoter out there, and Eli Seals of the Eli Seals Band. And I've been in New Orleans for a long time. Unbelievable musicians. You know, you have 261 bars and 2.5 miles on Bourbon Street.
Nice.
And every kind of music you can think of. And I don't care what weekend it is, Eli Seals is playing in one of those bars. I mean, they do a good job. And but that's straight from New Orleans. Promoter Vicky Spring and Eli Seals. We're looking forward to hearing from you guys. Hearts and Heroes with co-host Haley Fair. She does a great job. And we had the privilege of working with the American Legion, Post 117, down in Palm Bay on Veterans Boulevard. And Haley, you put it all together. And I was telling you earlier, but everything is done on a volunteer basis. And I mean, the bartenders, the cooks, everything out there. They've had, Post 117 provided 399 meals.
Incredible.
Unbelievable. You know, and they just did a great job. I mean, they just did a great job down there. And that was for all the police officers, the EMTs, the first responders, the firemen, and all that.
Very nice.
And I got to go out and film from the police chief all the way down, collecting all the food. They had boxes of food. And then when we got back to the post, they had police cars lined up and everything. They just pull in, they come inside and meet everybody, shake everybody's hand and thank them. And these guys were as grateful to Post 117 as we are to them for what they do for us, protecting our way of life.
Absolutely.
So you guys at Palm Bay, our hats off to you. And A2W Productions, special mention, congratulations to Monday's Mona Lisa, the video of Katy Perry. You can go on YouTube. It's on there. It's a great video. I had the opportunity, because of Charles and Lisa with Rockstar Entertainment, to do just a very small part of the video, but they got nominated for the Melbourne Independent Filmmakers Festival, which is October 23rd and 24th. You have to check this out because it didn't really tell me where they were. I looked everywhere, but melbournefilmfest.com. Check it out. It's going to give you all the information. You'll see us out there. Hopefully I'll get some film. Special guest again, and thank you, Steve, for coming out. We're going to see you on Thursday night at Landfill.
Every Thursday night at the landfill.
Every Thursday night.
That's right.
Rain or shine, they've got a great bandstand built outside.
They do, but it's been so hot and rainy lately that we kind of moved it indoors until this weather kind of clears out a little bit. And it's nice in there too. They got the AC is always nice.
They got
and
a great
cool.
bandstand in there.
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
They do.
And Les is still there.
Yes.
And he does a great job. Him and
Eni.
Okay. Cool. Anyway, you guys check them out on Thursday. You know, I go in there and we have a great time. Me and our D and myself, we go in there. Congrats to Rick and Tracy Venerable. Rick is the president of the Brevard chapter of ABATE. They contracted to do this year's Bike Fest. Trying to get from 10,000 last year to 15,000 toys for the kids that go to all the hospitals. They go all over, not to just kids that don't have any, but it's time to put a smile on a kid's face. There's no reason why these kids can't have a Christmas. And Rick and Tracy, they worked their butt off, man. I mean, went to meeting after meeting after meeting and everything to control this, or not control it, but to get other people involved. And Palm Bay and Space Coast Harley Davidson, our hats off for you. You know, you guys really, you came out of the box and you put forth a lot this year, and we really appreciate it because we're already working on next year a 2-day event. You know, if you guys need a booth or you want to promote your business, get a hold of Rick. He's on Facebook, and they're selling booths. We're going to be out there. We got a booth.
Nice.
Yep, it's going to be fun, but that's December 6th. Space Coast Harley Davidson. We're going to cut you guys loose, and Steve, thanks again, and we've got one big saying here on A2W Productions, and that is...
Don't drink and drive.
Have a nice weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.